The Pig family house fell into an ominous silence that morning. No birds chirped outside, no breeze rustled the trees. Just a heavy, unnatural stillness that wrapped around the home like a fog. George was the first to wake. Next to his bed, where nothing had been the night before, now stood a mysterious box. It was wrapped in crumpled paper, as if rushed, and tied with a faded red ribbon. On the lid, written in shaky handwriting, were the words, "Happy birthday, George." But it wasn't his birthday. Not even close. Curious, George opened the box. Inside sat a strange toy, a small, black-furred creature with long rabbit-like ears, glowing red eyes, and a wide, unnerving grin full of tiny, sharp teeth. It was Labubu. The toy didn't move, but it felt alive. George smiled and hugged it. The moment he did, a chill swept through the room. The temperature dropped slightly, though the sun still shone outside. Peppa walked past his door and stopped. She glanced inside and froze for a moment. The toy's red eyes pulsed as George held it, like a slow, unnatural heartbeat. Later, when Mummy Pig saw the toy, her face tightened with concern. "Where did you get that?" she asked. George didn't respond. When she tried to take Labubu away, her hand halted midair, as if something invisible pushed it back. It was as if Labubu had fused with George, growing into him. Daddy Pig tried to bring other toys to distract his son. "What about Mr. Dinosaur?" he asked cheerfully. But George didn't even blink. He hugged Labubu tighter, his gaze distant, his pupils glowing faint red. He stopped answering questions. Instead, he whispered into Labubu's ear in a strange voice, uttering soft, garbled words that no one could understand. That evening, the house changed. Doors slammed shut on their own. One by one, the windows darkened as thick wooden planks covered them, planks that hadn't been there before. The family tried to escape, but every exit was sealed. They were trapped. In the darkest corner of the living room, George sat laughing quietly. Labubu glowed in his lap, casting flickering red light onto the walls. Peppa, Mummy, and Daddy Pig huddled together, trembling. They realized something horrifying. George was no longer their little boy. Labubu leaned close and whispered into George's ear again. George smiled wider. Outside the house, other red-eyed toys had begun to gather, silently watching through cracks in the boarded windows. The Pig family home had become a prison, and Labubu had claimed it as his own.